Hey guys, got a battle here, against Jiovaine from Smogon. So basically we had another battle before this. It was Region Wars, which is you take 3 starters from a region and 3 other Pokemon from that region, and you battle each other. That game ended up being like about 2-0 them. So we had another battle, and I lead off with Donphan. They lead off with Moltres. I set up Stealth Rocks right off the bat. They try to go for Fire Blast and miss. This time they decide to set up a substitute, as they don't think they can really do much to me, or I mean I can do to them. So I'm gonna go with another Ice Shard to try to break the substitute. Very unlikely, as it's, you know, neutral and like 40 base power, something really small and not even stab. And they're just gonna go KO me with a Fire Blast, which I actually thought I would live, as I have max HP. But since I have no defense investment, and I guess Donphan's special defense isn't that great, I die to this Fire Blast. But after I see Life Orb recoil, which lets me know that it's going to take recoil from that, and it's going to be pretty strong. So next I go out into my Blastoise here. I know that I'm actually defensively bulky, but it's what I have to, you know, go into. It's the only thing that can really handle this right now, which is pretty sad. So I take about half from the Air Slash, and I'm going to go for Surf and take out their substitute. Opening some crackers here. So yeah, Surf does take out the sub. They're going to go for another Air Slash after I get Leftovers recovery. And they thought that they would kill because they didn't factor in Leftovers and whatnot. And it did over half, so, you know, they had a good chance at killing. I didn't think it would kill. Well, I kind of did, but I had a small chance at living. I do live at 33, and luckily did not get flinched either time. I'm going to go for a Surf, and that is easily going to KO at that health, so it is now 5-5 and a tie. So they go into Diva, the Jinx, and I'm just gonna try to, you know, get in a hit if possible, as they go for a Psychic to kill me. Blastoise isn't really much help at this point at 55 HP, so I just sacked it. So now it's 5-4. I'm thinking I'm gonna go into Arcanine here. So I had multiple choices to go into right now, but I decided Arcanine's the best play, I guess. And I'm gonna predict a Melodic to come in, because I know they have one on a different team. And it was a good idea, but they switch out into Donphan, which takes no damage from Thunderfang. So that stinks. Next turn here, I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz, being my strongest move and move of choice here. I see that it's gonna do around a third about, and they're going to set up Stealth Rocks of their own. Excuse me, while I take a drink. Okay, so they get Leftovers recovery. I'm gonna go for Iron Head, hoping for some little flinch hacks going on here, and I don't get it. They rapid spin away my Stealth Rocks, so now I can't set them back up. I don't think that's that crucial in the match. I guess it could help later on, and you'll see why, but not too big of a deal. Flare Blitz gonna do, I think, more than last time. It puts him pretty low. And yeah, I'm gonna not be able to live this Earthquake even with my Shuka Berry, because from about half HP, basically anything can kill me from there. So I go down, and I believe next turn I go into Sceptile. Now, Sceptile I do like a lot, but there's one thing I don't like about it that you'll see later. So it's still in the right after leftovers. I go into Sceptile. I'm gonna go for an energy ball, and I didn't really think he would stay in, but I didn't want to, you know, over predict or anything. I just wanted to go for a safe move. I guess I could have hidden power iced. I wasn't really thinking, but you know, an energy ball works fine. So here they go into Rikishi, the Hariyama. I'm assuming it's standard, you know, Guts, Flame Orb, and that miss actually does matter a lot, as you'll see later on. So they get in a close combat, and that's easily going to kill Sceptile. It's not that bulky enough to be able to, you know, take a close combat from a Hariyama. Especially this Hariyama, which I find out later, has Choice Band. So it's probably the first Choice Banded Hariyama I've ever seen, and it's a rude awakening for me. So I go into Best Crew, the Hitmontop. I go for Mach Punch, as I learned that it's especially defensive Hariyama. So even though it has like high defenses, I think physical moves are going to be better, and that does over half. I mean, but you do have to factor in the -1 defense drop from close combat, but still, that is a lot. It does KO me here with a close combat, and that surprised me, and that's when I kind of was really suspicious. I was first suspicious that I didn't see like any Flame Orb going on, but I was like really suspicious at that point that it KO'd me from that range. And then I asked if it was like Choice Band, and they said yeah. So I go into Miss Magius here. I'm Scarfed, so it's gonna, you know, probably KO since it has -2 special defense. He switches out to get rid of those defense drops. It's a pretty good play on his part. I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. It does, like, you know, just over half on this Sceptile, and since I'm Scarfed, I'm gonna easily outspeed, and that should KO, which it does. So I think he has like 3 Pokemon now left, and I have like 2 maybe. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, I go for Shadow Ball. I kind of hope this killed. I wasn't really quite sure since he did say it was specially defensive. And his HP goes down, down, down until there's basically no HP bar left, and he gets a special D drop, which really sucks. He's gonna go for Payback. That'll easily kill me. And here, Stealth Rock would have mattered because he would have taken that little bit both times he switched in. Or if the Leaf Storm hit, which also kind of mattered, then he would have died from that. I probably still would have lost in the end, but, you know, I would have felt a lot better. So that's good game. Basically 2-0 victory again for them. They had Jinx left, which they said they were going to go into next to make it a 1-0 victory for themselves, which would be really cool. But I didn't get to do that, so good game, Giovanni, and this video should go up tomorrow, I would believe. So later, guys.